Time is running out fast. You only have a little bit longer to pick up Mexico Ball, Chili Worm, or Spain Ball before they're gone forever. As always, I can never sell them again, so this would be unfortunate to not have these guys in your collection. So check out that link down below in the description to makeship.com. Germany and Serbia handing this note to someone. Ooh, that's the US and Canada. You are no longer national world champions. Germany and Serbia basically handed them an L. This controversy comes from this interview.
World champion of what?
Basically the equivalent of the World Cup for basketball just occurred, and Canada and the US weren't even in the finals. Technically, Germany is the actual world champion of basketball. There's more than just the NBA out there. China claims ownership of the Taiwan Strait, but then Canada just sailed a warship through it. No, this is our territorial waters. You're just stirring it up. You panicked and sent 3 warships to flank us. That poop was hilarious. Are the Canadians back to their old ways of doing just a little bit of trolling? I don't think we want to see them do that again. These people trying to explain how Russia's treatment of POWs doesn't violate Article 3 of the Geneva Conventions. Don't quote Article 3 of the Geneva Conventions to me, says Canada. I was the reason it was created. Are we sure we really want to bring that up right now, Canada? I don't think it should be something they should be proud of. I think they enjoy doing war crimes. French school asks parents to stop throwing children over the fence when they're late. It's a long way, says these French parents. Toss me. I cannot jump the distance. You'll have to toss me. Apparently French children want to go to school so badly they're willing to put their life at risk. What exactly is happening in this country if that's the case, though? There are thousands of children born in Serbia each year. They're forced to be Serbian. They're forced to live in Serbia. They're forced to speak Serbian. And they are forced to breathe in Serbia. Together, we can stop this. Let's send these innocent children to glorious Turkey so they can become okay, maybe I'm not even gonna read this redacted. Turkey, or I guess the Ottomans, are they back to their old ways too? Film fact! When Monty Python's Life of Brian was banned in Norway, it was subsequently marketed in Sweden as the film So Funny, It Was Banned in Norway. That is quite the advertisement. How could they not resist to see it now? No wonder Denmark is the happiest nation. Even our sockets are happy. And it's not like they just have one type. Both types are literally having a blast. Guess that's how they do it in Legoland. In Australia, the sockets look horrified. Meanwhile, in the USA, they kind of look angry. Stuff that should have stayed in America and not gone into the UK starter pack. Cars this size because their lanes aren't even that big in the UK. Gender reveal parties. This creepy little thing. Oh, you guys are doing prom now? Wait, I didn't even know you didn't do prom before. Prom's cool. Okay, this is where you've gone way too far. As an American, I will not stand for Halloween slander. That is literally my favorite holiday. Funny enough, I was actually in London for Halloween last year. I thought it was so cool. Everyone was still dressing up. I was like proud. I keep seeing other countries complain about Halloween, but you get to dress up however you want, give out candy, carve pumpkins. It's a blast. A Russian commander used military helicopters to transport his pet cat, says pilot who defected to Ukraine. Literally everyone's cat saying this same thing right now. Watch all cats just try to go run away to Russia after hearing this news. I mean, they're not on that ancient Egyptian level of cat worship, but it's getting there. Get in, loser. We're rebuilding the Greater East Asian Co-Prosperity Sphere, but this time we're democratic. Asian NATO. All this to counteract China in this region of the world as well. But yeah, maybe don't bring up the Greater East Asian Co-Prosperity Sphere. A lot of these countries really do not want to be reminded of that. They're really not going to want to join a team with Japan on thin. Americans today, this is such a sad day. OMG, never forget. Meanwhile, Catalans today, long live Catalonia. This is referring to a certain date, the 11th day of the 9th month. As I mentioned before, I'm literally in Barcelona. I was listening to the news and I remember just hearing in Spanish, the 9/11 festivities have begun. What? I didn't know. This is basically their national day. Aw, here's the USA all sad and depressed. Mr. USA, says this Kenyan tribe. Oh, and they're giving us 14 cows. I am sorry for your loss. Oh, it's your sacred cows. Yes, this African tribe did in fact give us their 14 sacred cows after the events of 9/11 in 2001. I mean, that's pretty much like one of the greatest gestures you could offer. Sacred cows don't just grow on trees, you know. A tweet by President Joe Biden, they really know how to make an Irishman feel special at the White House. Meanwhile, bagpipes playing. Wait, that never mind. It's the thought that counts. Biden probably does remember all the way back when they ran out of potatoes. He's been around for a while. Oh, so you know a lot about American geography, huh? Okay then, tell me which one is Nicaragua. I'll give you 5 seconds. It's one of these blue ones for sure. It's this one, I think it's this one. Honestly, I do this for a living. You'd think I would have known that off the top of my head, but I was a little nervous. Wasn't for sure. This is my neighbor Uruguay, says Brazil. Unlike my other neighbors, he is very cool. I despise you with every every fiber of my being. All right, well, maybe the feeling is not mutual, but that doesn't matter. I'm glad Brazil has at least one friend they think they have. They definitely both mutually despise Argentina, though, that's for sure. Tens of millions of Americans, OMG, I have German heritage, use this opportunity to generate soft power and influence over tens of millions of people in the world's most powerful country, or tell them they aren't German and make them feel stupid. Oh, I guess Germany's gonna hit that second option. I will say that one's probably a bit more entertaining for them. In a way, their old ally Italy here went in the exact opposite direction. They went with the red option. Get out of nuclear. Fukushima happens. Change government and try to get back into nuclear. Opt out again to get votes. Try to sit out the situation and do nothing. Ignore all infrastructure plans for renewables. Have too few renewables and nuclear is phasing out. Have too few renewables and nuclear is phasing out. Oh no, Germany, what have you done? Basically a simple summary of the energy situation the Germans have to deal with. Doesn't seem fun. Statement from the Iranian presidential administration warning Azerbaijan, any geopolitical border change in the region is unacceptable for us and is our red line. Meanwhile, the Turkish foreign ministry, if Iran takes action against Azerbaijan, the Turkish army will be quick to respond. Now this might seem it's Iran and Armenia versus Azerbaijan and Turkey, but in reality, it's just this old school rivalry coming on back. I mean, has it ever really stopped being this? They might now have some cool new updated flags, but it's clear to everyone what's still going on here. This rivalry honestly feels like a tale as old as time. I always feel like there's something going on between whoever occupies the Anatolia Peninsula and whoever has all this stuff out here. Flags! Everyone gets a flag, and you get a flag, and you get a flag. Meanwhile, on July 1st in the USA, oh no, flags! I like how this works probably for both situations. You can switch and the other side's gonna be just as scared of these flags. It's funny how cloth has such a powerful effect on human beings. Like, strangely enough, the videos that get demonetized the most are usually videos dealing with flags. I don't even know, even AI algorithms don't like flags sometimes. You are in the Nordic Council, but we do not grant you the rank of Nordic. Meanwhile, Estonia, this is an outrage. This is kind of like the best metaphor this country's kind of put in. It's like they're so close, yet so far away. Honey, please wake up our son. The EU and NATO are largely responsible for the longest period of peace and prosperity in Europe's history. Okay, that will definitely get Serbia to open their eyes, I think. Oh man, there's already a war in the comment section. Americans naming cities looking over at Europe's paper. Oh no, I wasn't copying you because we added new in front of that city's name. This is basically the equivalent of how to make a bomb in Minecraft. That's how we keep the FBI off our tail. Always watch out for the slippery slope. It starts off simple enough with just the in English, but then in Dutch, they have 2 different forms for the. In French, they have 3 different words for the. In Spanish, there's la, las, el, los, and lo for the. And finally, there's the bottom of the slope where it's just gone too far. I've always wanted to study German one day just to find out why they have 16 different forms of the. English literally just did this and turned it in. We're only gonna have this one word for that thing. Maybe this is our problem here, actually. Guys literally only want one thing, and it's disgusting. Meanwhile, Greater Finland. Oh my god! Wait, who doesn't want this? That would be cool just to see. Imagine Finland adding a whole extra 13 people to their population. Holy crap, it's literally all American cuisine being held up single-handedly by Southerners. I kind of got the hot take where I kind of agree with this. This is the only time my Southern bias is gonna come out. Someone born in Alabama, I do love me some Southern barbecue. I mean, I gotta admit, even from my home state of California, it's just stolen Mexican food. It's not even our own. And I do like what they do in the Midwest, but it's mostly just cheese. I also do like the Northeast as well, but also a lot of Italian influences there. Southern cuisine is just on its own level. Look at this, a mud pie, gumbo, jambalaya. You can't find that stuff anywhere else. Yemen being reduced to absolute rubble. However, there's their island doing fine because it's an island far away from the conflict. I always forget they control that island out there by the Horn of Africa. Actually, now that I think about it, now I'm wondering what goes on here. It's a pretty big island. Like, what happens? Well, they definitely have some freaky looking trees, and I think that's about it. And big thanks to my patrons, Destiny Ducker 9000, Sebi, if you hear this, subscribe to Drew now. I am the aPhatNarwhal, Carmel S, InquisitorXarius, KirinoIsBestGirl, Luxembourg561, Robert E, RyeThePie, TheGreatRalphy, the Mexican Twickenhamster, JohnDenver, GoodOldRyah, and Jack Traven's annoying friend. And why am I doing this?